Once you've gotten a graph on your calculator, if you want to save that information, there are a number of things that you can do in order to get a paper printout. One is that there is a card, and you can save that data to the card and retrieve the files from there. Another thing you can do is to use your phone to take a photograph and then try to get a printout in that way. But I want to show you today how to use a screenshot to capture the image that's on your calculator, especially if you're using an emulator. It's very convenient. So the first thing I'm going to do is hit the print screen key. And this is in the upper right hand corner of my keyboard. And depending on your keyboard, you may or may not need to hit Shift in order to get the print screen. So when I hit this print screen key, what happens is that it takes a photographic image of everything that's on the screen at this moment. And you can see that image if you paste it into a program such as Microsoft Paint. So I'm going to open up Paint. You can find it in your Start menu if you want. So actually, let's open it from there. And now I'm going to hit Paste. And what we see is the entire screenshot of that image. So you can see the open Paint window that I have, you can see the calculator in the middle, and then the Word document that I had opened on the side. And now what I want to do is I only want to record the graphed image. I don't want to record all the other buttons, so again, I'm just going to pick up this graphed image here, and I'm putting a window around it here from the Select, and now I'm going to copy this. So I'm going to go back to the Word document that I had up on the original screen, and in this Word document I can paste it. I've just hit Control V, and there's my image, and you can size it however you like, make it smaller, make it larger, but there it is. If you want to enter a number of these images, so perhaps I want to put a whole bunch of graphs, what I can do is if I want them side by side, I can either use columns, or my preferred way is actually to insert a table, and let's call this a 1 column high but 3 wide. And so now I'm going to maximize my Word document, but this image, I want to stick it in this first box, so I will size it down a little bit and then copy it and paste it in here, and there it is. So now if I want to put another calculator image in here, I'm going to go back to my calculator, and let's do a similar graph using the same data, but this time, so we'll go back to StatPlot. This time, let's do, instead of a line graph, we'll go back to the scatter diagram. So again, StatPlot number 1 is on, and I'm going to select it, and it's right now on the line graph, but we will, again, this time select the scatter plot. So now I've got the scatter plot selected. X list, again, the X coordinate is list 1, Y coordinate is list 2, and so let's enter this, and now we'll just do the graph. And you can see here are the graphed points. And just like before, I'm going to hit print screen. And I'm going to open up my Paint window. So let me use this bigger Paint window. This is actually, even though it looks like the calculator, it is not. It's the image that I had taken. And I'm going to paste the new image. And this time there are no lines. So I will again select this graph here and copy it. And now I'm going to go to the Word document again, paste it in here. It'll probably be too big, but we can again size it down using the arrows and the cropping and sizing tools. So I could put more pictures in here by inserting more rows and columns. And if I wanted to put titles, I could also put an extra row in for the title. So I'm going to click in the box, and then under Layout, where it says, let me insert above, because I want to put the title above. And so this title is going to say line graph. And then I want to put a title over here, scatter diagram. And if I didn't like the black lines around the outside, I just want things to be formatted in boxes and I want to be able to control where the titles go, I could, for example, make these centered so the titles are centered, but I can also get rid of these black lines on the outside. So if I go to the formatting tools, if we look over here, this will determine which lines are drawn, and here I want to say no border. So I'm going to click no border, and now you can see that the black lines are gone. They're dotted blue lines to remind you that those lines are there for your formatting purposes, but when it actually comes to printing, those lines will be gone. So this will allow you to record multiple screens on one sheet of paper, and it's not just multiple screens for a calculator, but basically multiple images that you capture by screenshot using the print screen key.